Samoa, an island nation in the heart of the South Pacific, is a paradise of turquoise waters, lush rainforests, and rolling volcanic landscapes. Yet beyond its breathtaking scenery lies a story of resilience, deep cultural heritage, and a community that has withstood centuries of change. In this video, we'll explore Samoa's people, their history, daily life, the struggles they face, and what it really means to live in this Pacific paradise. Whether you're considering a visit, dreaming of relocating, or simply curious, Samoa's story is as fascinating as its scenery. Stay with us, because what you'll discover is much more than a postcard-perfect view. It's a vibrant, living culture shaped over millennia. The Samoan people, or Tagata Samoa, are the indigenous Polynesians of the Samoan Islands. They make up roughly 96% of the population and are part of the larger Polynesian triangle that includes Hawaii, Tonga, and New Zealand. The ancestors of modern Samoans were remarkable navigators, crossing vast ocean distances to settle in Samoa over 3,000 years ago. They brought with them sophisticated knowledge of astronomy, fishing, agriculture, and social organization, creating one of the most advanced Polynesian societies in the Pacific. Samoan society revolves around the Matai system, a chiefly hierarchy that governs families and villages. The Aga, or extended family, forms the core of social life. Decisions about land, marriage, education, and community projects are made collectively, reflecting a deep commitment to family and social responsibility. Samoan language remains a cornerstone of identity, and even as English is used in schools and business, the Samoan language, stories, and oral traditions are integral to daily life. Traditional songs, chants, and proverbs preserve the history and values of the islands, connecting generations in ways that modern schooling alone cannot. Samoa is primarily composed of two large islands, Upolu and Savaii, along with smaller islands such as Apalima and Manono. Each island has its own character, traditions, and unique experiences. Upolu is the most populous island and home to the capital, Apia. The island is the political and economic hub, with markets, schools, government offices, and the main port. Upolu is where modern life meets tradition. Concrete homes and asphalt roads coexist with villages where communal farming and fishing are still central to daily life. Families gather under large fail, traditional thatched houses, to share meals, discuss village matters, or celebrate life events. Despite urbanization, the Fa'a Samoa, the Samoan way of life, is evident in every interaction, emphasizing respect, humility, and service to family and community. Savaii, the larger but less developed island, is considered the cultural heart of Samoa. With its volcanic landscapes, dense rainforests, and long stretches of untouched beaches, Savaii preserves much of the traditional Samoan lifestyle. Villages here are smaller, and communal living remains strong. Residents depend heavily on subsistence farming, fishing, and handicrafts. Life is slower but deeply connected to the land and ocean. The challenges are greater in Savaii, with fewer healthcare facilities, schools, and employment opportunities, yet the island embodies the resilience and self-sufficiency that define Samoan culture. Apalima and Manono, small islands off the western coast of Upolu, are even more traditional. Their populations are tiny, and modern infrastructure is minimal. Residents live almost entirely by fishing, small-scale farming, and inter-island trade. Visiting these islands offers a glimpse into what life was like centuries ago, with minimal Western influence. The history of Samoa is long, layered, and often tumultuous. Early Polynesian settlers established sophisticated societies organized around the Matai and Aga. Villages were self-sufficient, practicing fishing, taro and banana cultivation, and weaving for clothing and mats. These societies were egalitarian yet hierarchically organized, with chiefs mediating disputes and maintaining social harmony. European contact began in the 18th century, bringing traders, missionaries, and explorers. The introduction of Christianity in the 1830s profoundly shaped Samoan culture, with churches becoming central to social life. Missionaries often clashed with traditional practices, but Samoans gradually integrated Christian teachings into their rituals and governance. By the late 19th century, Samoa became a focus of colonial ambition. Germany, the United States, and Britain all sought influence over the islands. The Tripartite Convention of 1899 divided the islands, with Germany controlling Western Samoa and the United States controlling what is now American Samoa. The Samoan people were largely excluded from decision-making, fueling resistance movements. Under German rule, and later New Zealand administration following World War I, Samoans experienced forced labor, taxation, and suppression of local leadership. The Mau movement, a nonviolent resistance campaign, became the centerpiece of national pride. Leaders like Tupua Tamasese Lilofi II and Olaf Frederick Nelson championed self-governance, often at great personal risk. Peaceful demonstrations were met with arrests, violence, and even killings, yet the movement persevered. These struggles eventually culminated in Samoa achieving independence on January 1, 1962, the first Pacific Island nation to do so. Independence marked not just political freedom but a reclamation of cultural and social identity, affirming the enduring spirit of the Samoan people. Despite its beauty and cultural richness, Samoa faces numerous challenges. The islands are geographically isolated, limiting economic growth and access to international markets. Employment opportunities are often scarce, particularly in rural areas. Many Samoans rely on remittances from family members living abroad to support daily life. Climate change presents a severe threat. Cyclones and rising sea levels frequently damage homes, farmland, and infrastructure. Cyclone Evan in 2012 and Cyclone Tino in 2020 caused widespread devastation, highlighting the vulnerability of coastal communities. Limited healthcare access, especially in Savaii and outer islands, poses additional difficulties, as does the uneven distribution of education resources. Land ownership is another complex issue. Most land is customary, owned collectively by families, which preserves tradition but restricts foreign investment and economic development. While this system protects Samoan heritage, it can make it challenging for young Samoans seeking to start businesses or access capital. Despite these struggles, Samoa's communities remain tightly knit. Extended families provide mutual support, and cultural values of respect, sharing, and resilience help mitigate many challenges. The persistence of traditions and communal living ensures that even in hardship, Samoans maintain dignity and cultural identity. Samoa attracts visitors and expatriates for its unique blend of natural beauty, rich culture, and slower pace of life. Retirees are drawn to its peaceful lifestyle, while volunteers and professionals come to work in tourism, education, and environmental conservation. Many expatriates integrate into village life, participating in fishing, farming, and cultural ceremonies. For Samoans living abroad, returning home is often a journey of reconnection. Families maintain strong ties across continents, and the islands provide a place to pass on traditions, raise children within Samoan culture, and enjoy community life. The appeal of Samoa lies not only in its landscapes but also in the sense of belonging, continuity, and simplicity that is rare in a fast-paced modern world. Life in Samoa revolves around family, community, and tradition. Villagers gather for communal meals, known as fa'alavelave, which celebrate weddings, funerals, and other life events. Traditional dancing, singing, and storytelling remain integral, allowing Samoans to preserve their history while passing it on to younger generations. Daily routines often blend subsistence activities with modern employment. Men may fish or farm taro and cocoa, while women weave mats, tend gardens, and care for the household. Children attend school, but after classes, they assist with family duties. This rhythm of life reinforces strong family bonds and ensures that traditions are maintained alongside modern education. Cultural pride is visible in clothing, festivals, and community events. Tattoos, known as tatau, are a rite of passage for men, symbolizing bravery, service, and heritage. Women participate in ceremonial roles, ensuring the preservation of customs through song, dance, and oral history. Visitors to Samoa often remark on the warmth of the people and the communal spirit that permeates every village. Samoa's housing ranges from traditional fail, open-sided, thatched homes built on stilts, to modern concrete houses with metal roofs. Urban areas like Apia offer access to schools, healthcare, electricity, and internet, while rural and outer islands may have more limited infrastructure. Property prices vary widely. A 3-bedroom house in Apia may cost around $295,000 USD, while similar homes in rural villages or Savaii can be purchased for under $200,000 USD. Most land is held under customary ownership, meaning it is collectively owned by families and cannot be sold freely. Foreigners may face restrictions on ownership, making it necessary to understand local regulations before purchasing property. Utilities and services are generally available in towns but may be intermittent in remote villages, and reliance on rainwater tanks or solar power is common. Samoa is a nation of contrasts, ancient traditions existing alongside modern influences, idyllic landscapes challenged by environmental and economic pressures, and communities that remain resilient in the face of hardship. It is a place where history is alive, culture thrives, and people remain deeply connected to family and land. Whether you are visiting for a week, planning a longer stay, or simply exploring from afar, Samoa offers an unparalleled opportunity to experience the Pacific in its most authentic form. From the bustling streets of Apia to the serene beaches of Savaii, every island, village, and family has a story to tell. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Samoa. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations of the world's most fascinating cultures. Leave a comment telling us which part of Samoa you would most like to visit and why. Fafatai Lava, thank you for watching.